We are now in session 9. Okay, and it's all about conditional statements. And this is the easiest topic of all. So, ito yung pinaka relate natin ang math sa iba't ibang subjects, sa iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay. Okay. And kung mapapansin nyo, this red scarf here is very useful. Low budget cosplay. Ayan. So, ngayon, kung nung nakaraan ako ay si Mikasa na stress, ngayon naman ako si Peak na sobrang stress. Ayan. We have three characters here. Peak, Reiner, and Annie. Yan. And from these three characters or these three pictures, nandyan yung kaakibat nilang Titan form. So, we're going to construct conditional statements using these pictures. So, for the first picture, I can write here if if peak is the ano tawag dito, ano yung Titan form niya, she's the card Titan. If peak is the card Titan, then we can say that itong part naman na to, then Reiner is the armor Titan. Yan. He's si card Titan. Siya yung merong sa likod. Yung mabilis siya, parang Jaw, pero mas mabilis si Jaw Titan. Then, yung armor Titan, ito yung mabilis mag-harden yung kanya. Kapag, halimbawa, makipagsuntukan siya kay Eren, nag-harden yung fist niya. So, mabilis yung hardening ability. Okay? So, this is one conditional statement. Let's look for another. So, pwede naman nating pagsamahin if Annie is the female Titan. Ito, magaling sa combat ang female Titan. Then, Peak is the card Titan. Okay, so from these two examples, or from these two statements, meron na tayong conditional statement. Pero ano nga ba ang conditional statement? Ano ba yung pinagkaparehas lang ng ating statements? Nagsisimula siya sa if, tapos merong nahati siya sa, yung isang sentence nahati siya into two clauses. First clause nagsisimula sa if, tapos yung second clause starts with then, with the word then. Okay? Ang tawag doon sa if clause, ang tawag dito, so lakayan lang natin. Ang tawag doon sa if clause ay yung hypothesis. That is the hypothesis of the statement, while the then clause is the conclusion part. Okay? So let's underline. This part is called the hypothesis, and this part here, yan, yung then Reiner is the armor Titan. This is the conclusion part. Nipisan lang natin. Nipisan pero ayan, yung violet na lang. So this is the conclusion. Can you guess the hypothesis of the second statement? Yan. So yung hypothesis in the second statement is Annie is the female Titan. So, hindi kasama yung if, na-underline ko lang siya. Tapos yung then, di rin kasama. And the conclusion is Peak is the card Titan. So, this is our hypothesis, and this is the conclusion. So, very easy. Malalaman natin kagad kung ano yung hypothesis and conclusion. And, meron pa tayong tinatawag na converse statement. We also have the inverse statement and the contrapositive statement. So, anong-ano nga ba yung converse, ano yung inverse, and contrapositive? We can write the conditional statement muna. Unahin natin si conditional statement. We can write the conditional statement like this. P, then Q. Wherein P is the hypothesis while Q is the conclusion. Okay? Ano naman ang converse? So, pag sinabi natin converse ay switch natin. We are switching the hypothesis and the conclusion. So, this is Q, then P. Ang inverse naman is we're going to negate the conditional. So, magiging negative lang. So, this is pasensya na, pinanininigan natin ang walang salamin kasi walang salamin si Peak. Not P, then not Q. Parang, pag sinasabi ko to sa class, pinipigil ko lang. Para siyang katunog ng kanta ng It's Z. Not P, not Q. Yan. Anyway, ewan ko kung gets nyo. Yan, contrapositive. Lastly, we have the contrapositive statement. Pag contrapositive statement naman, we are negating the converse or you get the inverse of the conditional then get its converse. So, ibig sabihin lang, inverse ng converse. So, that's not Q, then not P. Not Q, not P. Ayan. So, gamitin natin tong statements na to get the converse, inverse, and contrapositive. So, if Peak is the card titan, then Reiner is the armored titan, what do you think is the converse? So, just simply switch lang natin yung hypothesis and conclusion. The converse of the statement is if Reiner is the armored titan, then Peak is the card titan. Yan yung converse. This is our converse. Q, then P. How about, lakyan lang natin. Ayan. Wait, so Q, then P. How about the inverse statement? So, the inverse statement is, you will just negate. So, inenegate lang natin yung, Ayan, inenegate lang natin yung conditional statement. So, this is the conditional statement. So, ayan, palitan natin to. If Peak is not the card titan, then, ano yung magiging conclusion natin? Inenegate din natin yung Reiner is the armored titan. So, the negation of that is, then Reiner is not the armored titan. Ayan. Bumababa yung aking Diyan lang yan. Elgians and Marleyans. Okay. So, not P pala. Not P, then not Q. Wherein, this is our hypothesis and merong nagkaroon ng word na not kasi we just simply negate the hypothesis. So, ganun din dito. Hindi pwedeng ang negation mo ay yung hypothesis lang. So, dapat both. And lastly, ano yung contrapositive of the statement? So, sabi ko nga is simply get the converse of the inverse. So, ito yung ating, ito na lang kopyahin ko ha. So, ito yung ating converse. So, inenegate lang natin. If Reiner is not the armored titan, then Peak is not the card titan. Okay? Yan. Yan na yung 4 conditional statements. So, ano ba yung relation yan in math? There are mathematical statements that you can get the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive. Okay? And, ano pa ba? Meron pa tayong tinatawag na biconditional statement, So, sa biconditional statement naman, sinasabi nito, makaka-create ka lang ng biconditional statement if the converse and the conditional are both true. So, kapag pareha silang totoo, biconditional statement na yung gagawin natin. So, halimbawa, let's analyze. If Peak is the car titan, then Reiner is the armor titan. So, this is true. Totoo naman. Wala nang iba. Tapos ito, if Reiner is the armor titan, then Peak is the car titan. So, this is also true. Since parehong true yung conditional and yung ating converse, pwede tayo mag-create ng biconditional statement. And how do we do that? Wala na tayong if sa unahan, kundi if and only if na. So, if and only if, mapupunta yun sa gitna. Peak, lalagay lang natin yung hypothesis. Sorry. Peak is the car titan if and only if Reiner is the armored titan. So, hindi na mababago ibig sabihin. Kasi biconditional na siya. Both the conditional and converse are true. So, this is called biconditional statement. And sa biconditional statement, we are using if and only if. Pwede nyong i-shorten ito. Pwedeng isulat IFF. And this is the shortened form of if and only if. Okay? So, I hope that you've learned something. This is a very easy topic. Yeah. Thank you!